Hey guys, welcome to Pharma Palette. In the previous video, we have discussed the structure and functions of lymph nodes. So today in this video, we will be discussing about the different types of lymph trunks and the ducts which are involved in draining of the lymph. So without any further delay, let's get into the video. For knowing the different types of lymphatic trunks and ducts, we have to know what is a lymphatic system. So it will be collecting the lymph and it transports into the bloodstream. So for this process to occur, this will be using different elements. So it can be the lymphatic capillaries, lymphatic vessels, lymphatic trunks and lymphatic ducts. So by using all these four structures, this will be collecting the lymph and then transport it into the bloodstream. So among all this lymphatic trunk and lymphatic ducts, these are the major ones that are useful for draining the lymph. So let us start with the lymphatic trunks. So the first one we will be calling it as the jugular lymphatic trunk. So this one is mainly present in the neck region, and this is mainly useful for draining the lymph from the head and neck. From the head and neck, it will be draining the lymph. And this jugular lymphatic trunk, it will be two types. It can be on the right side, it can be on the left side. That means one is right jugular lymphatic trunk and left jugular lymphatic trunk. So this right jugular lymphatic trunk will be entering into the right lymphatic duct, whereas this left jugular lymphatic trunk will be entering into the thoracic duct. So done with the first one. Let me just repeat you. So there are five types of lymphatic trunks. In that, first one is the jugular lymphatic trunk. So these are mainly present in the neck region, and these will be draining the lymph from the head and the neck region. So this will be of two types. It can be right jugular lymphatic trunk or left jugular lymphatic trunk. If it is right, it will be entering into the right lymphatic duct. If it is left, it will be entering into the thoracic duct. So the second trunk is called as the subclavian trunk. So here this will be mainly draining the lymph from the upper limbs. It can be from the thoracic walls, and also it can be from the mammary glands. Just remember one point in this. The second one is the subclavian trunk. Here the draining of lymph will be from the three different parts. One is the upper limbs, thoracic walls and the mammary glands. Now the third one is bronchomediastinal trunk. That means here the draining of the lymph will be from the thoracic structures. The draining of the lymph will be from the thoracic structures. That means these thoracic structures will be including, it can be from the heart, it can be from the lungs, it can be from the trachea, and as the name says, it can be from the mediastinum. So the third trunk is the bronchomediastinal trunk. Here, the draining of the lymph will be occurring from the thoracic structures, which can be from the heart, lungs, and trachea. And as the name suggests, it can be from the mediastinum portion. And the fourth one is the lumbar trunk. So these are the pair of trunks from the lower limbs. That means it will be draining the fluid from the kidney, pelvic region, or from the abdominal wall. And these lumbar trunks will be getting united and form as a beginning of the thoracic duct. So the fourth one is the lumbar trunk. So these are the pair of trunks which will be from the lower limbs. This will be draining the lymph from the kidneys, pelvic portion and the abdominal wall. These lumbar trunks will be getting united and they will be forming as a beginning of the thoracic duct. And the fifth one is intestinal trunk. So this intestinal trunk will be usually single. So this will be draining the lymph from the complete gastrointestinal tract. This will be containing the absorbed fat. So this absorbed fat will be making the lymph look like a milky colored structure. So this milky colored one, we will be calling it as a chyle. So, the fifth lymphatic trunk is the intestinal trunk. This is usually single and this will be draining the lymph from the whole gastrointestinal tract. This contains the absorbed fat. So, that will be making the lymph look like a milky colored one, which is generally called as a chyle. So that is all about the five lymphatic trunks, which are the jugular, subclavian, bronchomediastinal, lumbar and intestinal trunk. So if you include all these five trunks with the points which I have said, that is more than enough for this lymphatic trunks. Now let's get into the second portion, which is the lymphatic ducts. So initially the lymphatic trunk will be pouring the lymph into the ducts, and from that it finally reaches the circulation. So there are two major ducts which are involved in this. We will be calling them as the collecting ducts. Now let's discuss about the each duct in detail. So there are two major ducts which are called as collecting ducts. So one is the thoracic one and the other one is right lymphatic duct. Now let's see what are the points to be included in each duct. So this thoracic duct, it is one of the largest lymphatic duct that is present in the body. Whereas this right lymphatic duct is one of the smallest and the shortest duct which is present in the body. In the thoracic duct, there will be a presence of cisternae chylae in the lumbar 2 level position, and that is mainly formed by the union of this lumbar and intestinal trunks, which will be finally they'll get ascended through the thorax. Let us see how does the draining will be happening. So in this thoracic duct, it will be draining the lymph from the entire body. It will be draining the lymph from the entire body. But here, right lymphatic duct will be draining from the, it drains from the right upper side of the body. So this thoracic duct will be draining the lymph from the entire body except the right upper gradient. So we said that it will be draining the lymph from the entire body except the right upper gradient. And here also it will be draining only from the right upper side of the body. And this will be opening into left subclavian vein. This will be opening into right subclavian vein, and this will be near the left internal jugular vein. This will be near the right internal jugular vein. So let me just tell you about the simple pathway, the complete how does the lymph mainly flow. So first is from the tissue fluid, it will be entering into the lymph capillaries. From the lymph capillaries, it enters into the lymph vessels. From the lymph vessels, it enters into the lymph nodes. From the lymph nodes, it enters into the lymph trunk. From the lymph trunk, it will be entering into the lymph ducts. From the lymph ducts, it will be finally reaching the venous system, which is simply the circulation. So this is the pathway of lymph. So that is all about the different types of trunks and ducts which are present in the lymphatic system and the pathway of lymph. So in the next video, we will be discussing about the lymphatic circulation in detail. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Pharma Palette.